It's been a while, hasn't it? Greetings, folks, and welcome to Command Modern Operations. I'm Everegg, and this is the Bersama Lima scenario. It's, yeah, I bet all of you are, inside the house because of China's mistakes right now, so, yeah, we're gonna beat up on China. Totally accidental, I did not plan for this, so, yeah, the basic idea is that China is violating the Brunei Economic Exclusion Zone, and Brunei is asking UK and Australia for assistance. Okay, so it says here, mission for task group 544.01 is to establish an overt presence in the northern sector of Brunei theater of operations from whenever until further notice, in order to enforce the United Nations Security Council that's definitely a typo, UN Security Council Resolution 3786. Intelligence indicates that a number of Chinese warships have been deployed from the South China Sea towards the Economic Exclusion Zone. Any Chinese warships entering the Economic Exclusion Zone are to be escorted out of the area. If engaged, you are to return appropriate fire as required to neutralize targets. We are not going to follow those orders. So, task group 544.1.1, it includes the aircraft carrier Royal, the destroyer Manchester, the frigate Kent, and the oiler Fort George. There's also this and this. We also have a bunch of aircraft, as well as the Richmond and the Turbulent. Okay, Chinese have a few destroyers, a few frigates, as well as some Badgers. These are going to be a bit of a problem if we're found, but I don't think we're going to be found. Then there's the Flounders, the Dolphins, and the Helixes, as well as a few SSKs. So, MCON rocket, restricted transmission on all sensors. Let's do this. So this is a fairly long scenario, so I'm setting a timer. And first things first, we gotta go to Brunei. And I notice some of our Hornets are outfitted with laser-guided bombs. We're gonna change that so that they're outfitted with harpoons. Yes, I know this isn't exactly, it isn't exactly balanced, but, well, we're gonna need harpoons more than we need laser-guided bombs. Okay, we got some tankers, not gonna need those. Some tornadoes, we are definitely going to need those. And, these Orions. Okay, so first things first, let's set up a few missions. Let's get all of the these ones. Add new mission. Call it Patrol the EEZ. It's a patrol mission, sea control patrol, and we're gonna add all the Orions to it. Not those, as well as this task group. And the Richmond. So we're not going to investigate contacts outside the patrol area or within weapon range. We are going to turn on the 1/3 rule. Let's go to the mission doctrine and con radar active, sonar active. I don't like being blind. And I gotta be quite honest, we have more than enough missile protection, and the biggest problem is going to be detecting air attack. So let's go to this task unit, assign this Merlin to patrol the EEZ, assign these lynxes to patrol the EZ, and these merlins to patrol the EZ. Go to the Richmond, assign this merlin to patrol the EZ. So now we're going to set up another mission with the same reference points and call it Fighter Sweep EEZ. It's a patrol, an AAW patrol, and we're going to add all the Hornets with AMRAMs, not the ones with harpoons. We're going to need to keep those in our back pocket, and add all of our tornadoes. Don't investigate contacts outside patrol area or within weapon range. And we're going to have one flight engage hostile contacts. So now we define an area here, add new mission, protect the carrier. It's a Sea Control Patrol? Wait, it's an ASW Patrol. And, and add all of the Merlins from the RFA St. George of the Okay, let's not add these Seahawks, add these Lynx armed to Sea Skuas. So, don't investigate unknown contacts outside the patrol area or within weapons range. Go to Mission Doctrine. Tight on subsurface. And active sonar. We're also going to set up a Sea Control Patrol, call it the Sub Patrol. It's, yeah, the Sea Control Patrol. And add the turbulent to it. Don't investigate unknown contacts outside the patrol area or weapon range. And keep the radars off. We don't want to telegraph our position. One last thing. Define an area here. Make these reference points relative to fixed bearing to the Arc Royal Group. Add new mission. Sky Eye. It's a support mission. And we're going to add these Sea Kings to it. Turn off the 1/3 roll. Try to keep one unit of each class on station. And we're going to set it to MCON radar active. Let's look at the Sea King. I want these things to be at max altitude so that they can get as much surface radar coverage as possible, which is 15,000 feet based on the whatever. And go back to the carrier. We're gonna arm these guys. Mavericks. Yeah, with Mavericks. And arm these guys with AMRAMs. See if there's anything we missed. Okay. Set these guys to go at creep speed. And turn their sonars on. And these guys we're gonna want to turn their radars on. So let's unpause time and see what happens. Let's tell the Turbulent to not investigate unknown contacts. Okay, we just got a satellite sweep of the area, so we know where most of the Chinese ships are. I noticed that all the junks in the EEZ aren't as unfriendly, so we're gonna need to go back to patrol the EEZ. Do not send any boats or groups to investigate unknown contacts. I'm just gonna want to keep them in the area for the time being. There's going to be a lot of waiting around at the start, but trust me, it gets better. So I noticed there's a bogey here. So let's launch a sea harrier to intercept it. Get it so Joy's radars on, go towards this helicopter. Wait. Oh dear. Okay, so Chinese were just declared hostile. And if you notice, there's this event saying they entered the economic exclusion zone. So now we have full clearance to open fire on them. So I wonder where they are.
Push tactical. Buster 2-1. Negative radar contact.
These guys are
Control,
going to
control
go
only.
let's let them
Maintain
return to base. Move these guys up here. Okay. So that is the Chinese force that said. Let's shoot it down. Okay, get this guy to go to low altitude. And get him to fire at this helix. Okay, now he's returning to base. Okay, get this guy to go to low altitude so he gets a better shot at that helicopter. What the hell are you doing? The helicopter left the EZ, so you're not chasing it anymore. That is just not gonna fly. No survivors, no prisoners. This Dennis gonna have trouble with EIDing him. Hey, so the helicopter's been taken out. Let's move on forward. Okay, so we've lost contact with the with the Chinese ships. Let's wait for the satellites to make another overhead pass.
Push tactical. Buster 2-1. Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain all separation.
Okay, so these guys are Chinese ships. They're gonna get too close, so let's move the turbulent up here, then here. Set it to go as deep as possible, flank speed, so that it gets there as quickly as possible. Get there in 2 hours, 7 minutes. These guys are going 18 knots. And it's 83 nautical miles away. Where's my calculator? Okay. 18 nautical miles an hour over 83 nautical miles over 18 nautical miles an hour. Get this thing to turn on. Okay. That's about 4.6 hours. Yeah, the turbulent has plenty of time to get to the point. But let's first unassign it from the Silk Patrol and move on forward. Okay, we got another helicopter coming in. Helicopter, please come down. If you don't, I'll shoot you down. Bang, bang. Okay, I'm getting a little concerned right now, so let's go to the Brunei airport. Oh wait, harpoons aren't ready yet. Okay.
West side is clear.
So let's get a P3 Orion to launch. So let's go at max altitude. Those radars are on, so let's move it up here. And there's time, but we're not quite done yet. So they're going at 18 knots, they cannot be simulated. Okay, now the turbulent has reached the meet point, so let's move it at creep speed just under the layer. And let's move on to see if we can positively ID these guys. Okay, so we've seen another one. Okay, so now we have positively ID'd them. So I believe there was another satellite pass, so yeah. That's it for now, folks. This is Everegg. I'll see you next time.